Hi guys, and welcome to the SN Studio for another video bar reports. We have a big treat for you today. We have Ultramarines versus Word Bearers. It doesn't get as epic as that. Brilliant. So much fluff in the background of this battle. It's down to business here.
I've been waiting a long time for this.
Yes, we've all been waiting for a long time for this because Shaggy finally has his finished 1750 list, because we are at the finals in a couple of days time. So this is actually a practice game between Shaggy and DC's finals list. Yep. At the same time, it's just an epic battle between Word Bearers and Ultramarines. Calth, was it?
So Monarchia for us, and then for him, Calth.
It's Calth. So a lot of fluff in the background, and yeah, this is going to be very, very interesting. Yep. So without further ado, we're going to go straight onto lists. 1750 points. We're going to start off with Shaggy. I will be actually helping Shaggy out because he is quite new, relatively new to Space Marines in general. He's a veteran Astra Militarum player. I've been playing Marines a lot in the last couple of months, especially end of the year of 2019. So I will be coaching him a bit.
Classic Imperial.
Just a bit. So take us through your list.
Okay, so I've got a battalion of Space Marines, Ultramarines. We're going to be using Chief Librarian Tigurius as one of the HQ choices. I really rate him really highly. I mean, I think he's one of the best psychers in the entire game. Probably. Naturally, he adds 1 to hit rolls. To psychic powers.
And deny.
And he can also reroll them. So he's fantastic. Also, he has an ability, Prescience, where he can give a -1 to hit on one of your own units against the enemy.
Very good.
Don't even need to cast it. It's like it's there. So fantastic.
What psychic spells has he got?
Psychic spells. He's got Empiric Channeling, which basically allows him to cast on a +2. So he'll be casting on +3 if I get that off. He won't be able to perils at all. With that as well. And then he's got Classic Smite, which is really what I've done here. Is if he gets a 9-10, he's gonna have D6 Smite. Very cool. He's got Null Zone in case anything with involves gets nice and close. Can do a nice Null Zone, so he can get in there and help out. And he's also got Scryer's Gaze. So that allows me to have a command point back or have a free reroll of a hit, wound, or damage roll.
Interesting.
So it's really good. So
that's your first HQ.
Yes, that's my first HQ. Then we've got the Chaplain. Now this is a normal Chaplain, so he's got a jetpack. He will be carrying the Seal of Oath as one of the relics, Ultramarine relic. Now what this relic does is I select at the beginning of the game an enemy unit, and anyone within 6 inches of him gets to reroll to hit and to wound against that unit. That is fantastic.
Yeah, wasn't it on the banner?
Sorry, yes, it was on the banner. Yeah. I've swapped him back and forth.
This is why we played yesterday.
Yeah. So yes, that's on the banner. He will just be doing his litanies, which I've chosen Catechism of Fire. Which again, that what it does is +1 to wound on the closest enemy unit. So if I do it on the intercessors, closest enemy unit, they get +1 to wound.
Perfect. And really good job with the customization there. Yeah. So using the Primaris model as a normal, and you do have a Combi Flamer as well. Right?
Combi Flamer as well on it. Recommended by Pardo over here to put a Combi Flamer. If you get close, flame, shoot.
Overwatch, Flamer.
Everything. Also, a Chaplain should have a Flamer, right?
Yes, always. Yeah.
So that's the HQ for the battalion. Elite choices, the banner, which he will be taking the relic, the Seal of Oath. Anyone dies, 4+, they get to shoot back.
Yeah.
The Victrix Honor Guard, they will be taking wounds for the characters if need be. If not, they can tank and they can deal a lot of damage in close combat.
Yeah.
And then the 3 troop choices, 1 unit of 5 infiltrators and 2 units of intercessors with Stalker Bolt rifles.
Yes, that's the way to go.
Pardo has been saying it over and over again that that's the way to go, and finally I agreed with him. So if it doesn't go well, I will be punching him.
Yeah, he agreed with me after I nearly tabled him on turn 2.
It was crazy.
Yesterday.
I mean, the meta is Marines damage 2. How can you not? Plus, he also mentioned a cheeky strat, which hopefully I will be using this game.
Yep.
So, I know, it's going to get scared. So, carrying on. We've got a spearhead. Okay. Spearhead, yeah.
Yes, spearhead.
Yeah. Heavy. So, heavy troop choice. So, we've got a captain in Phobos armor. He will have the next warlord trait to do target priorities. Basically a +1 to any Phobos unit he decides at the beginning of the turn.
I think it's any unit actually.
And not Phobos. It has to be Phobos.
Okay.
So, because it's a Vanguard warlord trait. Okay. So, he will be able to put a +1 on any of the 2 eliminator units that I will be taking as well.
Okay.
They've got multiple rounds. They've got, they can do...
Yeah, they're really good.
They're
plus,
really
a 1+ armor save in cover.
Yeah.
Just very, very good. They tank a lot.
Yeah, I don't like snipers.
That's because you can't use them. And lastly, rounding them off is the 2 Contemptor Mortis Dreadnoughts with dual las cannons. I've seen what they can do. I've practiced what they can do.
Yeah, really
they're
good.
So stupidly good.
Yeah.
So how can you not?
Hitting on 2s.
Wounding on 3s.
So good. Wounding on 3s on most stuff.
Yeah.
2s.
2s if you put the litany on.
Yeah.
So
can we just highlight that on the base there's a dead word bearer?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So there is a dead word bearer. So let's just give a big mention to Benji. Benji is one of our local painters here in Gibraltar. He's done an absolutely fantastic job with these Ultramarines.
Yes.
I'm actually quite jealous of this army. We will preview his Instagram, so make sure you follow him just here because he does some excellent work. He's got some Death Guard on himself and they do look really, really nice. He's just not happy because there's a dead word bearer on the base, but it creates a bit of a fluff.
I arrived happy and then I saw this desecration.
Sour.
I will get my revenge.
Lastly, I know it's been a bit of a long intro, but Gilliman is in play.
Yep.
Rerolling to hit, rerolling once to wound, beast of a character.
Just must take with Ultramarines.
Must be included.
So cool.
So yeah, that
finishes off your list. 1750 points of Ultramarines.
It's a Vanguard, right? Not a Spearhead, because they're
I think no, Vanguard is elite. Spearhead these are heavies.
They're heavies.
Heavies. These are heavies. The Relic Contemptor Dreadnoughts are elites, and the Mortis are heavy.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so that's your list. We move on to the new revamped Word Bearers list. This is as competitive as it gets with Word Bearers, in my opinion. In Chaos in general, there's a lot of synergy. Works really, really well. You're actually playing the similar list on SM Plus against my Raven Guard, and no spoilers, but you did pretty well. It worked really, really well. So I'm looking forward to this tiny bit more revamped work on this list.
So what is this, version 20.0?
more or less.
I got a lot of word bearers.
So take us through.
Okay, so the new real edition is the Lord Discordant. But let's go into formations. I have 2 battalions. One battalion is pretty bog standard. It's got the Warlord, Malik, Dark Apostle. He's got a Voice of Lorgar for the extra 3 inches on his auras, and he has the 2 prayers. He's got the -1 hit Benediction of Darkness, and then I think it's called Illusionary Supplication, and it's the 5-up bubble that for invulns. And then on top of that, he has a Mark of Zeech, so he can heal D3 wounds to himself at the start of each battle round if he wants to pray. Do that instead. And then with him is a sorcerer. He has Mark of Nurgle. I don't usually use Mark of Nurgle, but there is a method to my madness. And he has Warp Time and the Miasma of Pestilence for -1 to hit.
Okay.
And then in that battalion, just 3 minimum squads of 10 cultists doing what they do best. Now they're a little bit cheaper. Absolutely love them.
Yeah.
And then over into the second battalion, we've got...
Sorry, they dropped down in points, didn't they?
They did,
again? But they went up and then they went back. They've gone back
they went
down,
up to 5, and they took them down from units of 40.
They shouldn't have really gone.
I think they took them too far because they upped them in points and then they took away
the 10 more
important.
And the what's it called? They couldn't use the Legion traits.
Yeah, mere mortals.
They went way too far.
Too much. Yeah.
And
so it's good. They've dropped down to 4.6.
Exactly, and it's allowed me to create the list you can see before you. So the second battalion. Last in that battalion, there's one elite choice, and it's one greater possessed.
Okay.
Just doing what he does best. And the other battalion is actually I've spent the CP for a Soulforge pack, and it means any demon engine unit within the battalion becomes Soulforged.
Okay.
So in it we have 3 heavies, which is the Venom Crawlers, and then we have 3 elite choices, which is the Decimators or Soul Burners.
Okay, cool.
Which I absolutely love.
Is that from the what book is that from?
Vigilus Ablaze.
Ablaze. Okay, yeah, cool.
And within the character-wise, we have Master of Possession. Now he has a relic, the Malefic Tome, which gives him knows an extra power, and he gets +1 to cast.
Nice.
And deny. So it's pretty strong. And I've given him Sacrifice to heal. I've given him Infernal Power to reroll wounds and hit rolls of 1. And then he's got the most important, which is Cursed Earth, for the vulnerable save, which will affect all of my Demon Engine units.
Very nice.
Which is very cool. And that +1 is really important, I think, when I really need something to go off. Which is why
it's fantastic.
Yeah, exactly. So 3 Venom Crawlers and then 3 Decimators, and then along with the Master Possession, we have the new Disco Lord, as he's called.
I think he's probably top 3 Chaos units at the moment.
Yeah, he's amazing.
He has to be.
Endless amount of attacks, because when he's in close combat, it just looks like endless attacks. Fast.
He's fast.
He buffs units around him. He shoots. He's good in combat.
He hurts the enemy just being around.
Doesn't really get better than that.
No, he's amazing.
He can also regain wounds on himself or any units within.
He's the whole package.
Yeah. He's as good as it gets. He's so good.
Really is.
So I don't know why you don't have 3.
Yeah. I mean, I've got 1 now, and every time
we'll probably see 3.
Yeah, exactly. 3 are coming. But every time we played a game afterwards, you always said, "Why do you have a load of Discord?"
Yes.
I brought one. And then to fill out the rest of the battalion, we've got a squad of 15 cultists. Not quite my usual big blob of 30, but 15. Let's hope they can do some work. And then 2 units of 5 min squad Marines, 1 with bolters, 1 with chainswords. Just a bit of versatility, and it's the models I have. And that's the list. So I spent 2 CP to give him an extra. Not 2 CP, 1 CP, 1 for the detachment, and then 1 for field commander to give it Master of Soul Forges, so that all of my Soul Forge pack can have +2 to their movement as long as they're within 6 of him.
Which is fantastic.
And then my Malik, I forgot to say, has the Baleful Icon, which is any unit within 6 of him. That unit has -2 to charge them.
Oh, right, okay.
Which is pretty handy against deep striking units and any kind of shenanigans. Probably not today, but
that's pretty good.
Okay, so it's double battalion, and there's 3 heavies in each. That's where I'm getting confused, right?
No, it's double battalion.
Yeah.
And you've got 3 heavies here, and they're elites.
Oh, okay, cool. I thought they were heavy as well.
No, they're elites.
Yeah, so good. Mortal wound outputs.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that you hit, and you've done really well here, where you've got the Lord of Discord given the +1. And boom, you're now hitting on 2.
Rerolling 1s with Infernal Power.
Exactly.
Yeah, the synergy is really, really good. I've played against this, and if you're not going first, it actually hurts a lot. Yeah. So, mission-wise, we are playing one of the new chapter approved ones. It's actually one of the new ones, because what they've done is chapter approved is they've chosen 4 of the best ones from the previous years, and they've added Crusade, which we've already previewed on YouTube, and we're now playing Lockdown, which is a really cool mission. It's a bit time consuming, especially when you're actually playing events. I think it's a bit time consuming, but it's really cool one, and I think you'll all enjoy that. We are also playing
Search and Destroy.
Search and Destroy. We've already
Search and Destroy. It's that one.
I hate it.
We've already decided to play Search and Destroy as well, and we are playing on this gorgeous terrain battlefield. Goes perfectly with the mats. I really like it. It gives a really grim dark 40k feel to it. So both armies now ready for war.
Let's go.
Let's see what happens now. So we'll catch you back after deployment. See you now. And we're back, boys and girls, and ready for war. Both armies deployed, stunning, both looking stunning, and the Ultramarines are currently the attacker, so they are probably going first.
Yeah,
probably,
well,
because this boy here is about to seize. Is that a good thing to say?
Well,
no, I don't want to seize. Let's just say it. No. Cool.
Okay, so we are playing, as we mentioned at the beginning, Lockdown, which is one of the new missions. Really cool mission. So we have a couple of things to do on camera before we actually start the battle. So before that, we're going to go through the deployment. We're going to see why they've deployed like this, a bit of tactics on both parts, and we're going to start with DC. So take us through your deployment.
Yeah. So it's centered around keeping the new Lord Discordant alive and getting my 5-up bubble of vulnerable for my troops, and then trying to screen as much as I can from his turn 1 last cannon and stalker bolt rifles.
Yes,
which can absolutely destroy my vehicles. So
they can.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got one Marine squad on that side.
Yep.
The second one is just
on the
behind the decimators there.
Yep.
Cultists spread out. So
one blob here, and then another 10 here, and then 15 here.
Okay, Venom Crawlers again, spread out again. Your Warlord just in the middle there, Malik himself.
Yes.
Master of Possession, and the Great Possessed just behind him there. Yeah, where's your Sorcerer? Sorcerer's just there. Okay, cool. So that's DC's deployment. We move over to the boys in blue on this side. So Shaggy, take us through your deployment. We've got a couple of things that have actually deployed out of your deployment zone, and there are some infiltrators just in that ruin there, ready to capture that objective. And then we've got the 2 units of Eliminators and your Phobos captain using this ruin here. So take us through this castle here.
Yeah, so basically everything is centered mainly around Guilliman and the banner, as I explained before, the Seal of Oath. You're going to be re-rolling to wound against the Lord of Discordant.
Okay,
that's
so
who I've marked as my hatred. I hate him. So,
okay, so you get re-rolls to hit and
to wound against that.
Any unit within 6 inches of the banner.
Yes, sir. And basically deployed on concealed positions, those units capture points, play the mission, and keep Guilliman alive and secure until
as much as possible.
Yeah,
so the 2 units of Intercessors just split up there, and we've got the 2 Mortis Contemptor Dreads just there.
Yeah, so I've made sure, like a lot of people might think that I've left them quite bare at the back, but since DC doesn't have any deep striking, there's no point in protecting them because they don't need it.
Yes, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, now mission-wise, before the game actually starts, we do have to roll and start choosing the numbers that the objectives actually are.
Yep.
You are actually the attacker, so you choose...
First off, we need DC to seize.
Oh, is it that? Is it before the game starts? Okay, so do you want to go first?
I want to go first.
Do you want to seize?
Yeah, I want to seize.
Okay, can we see the first seize of 2020?
Ooh, pressure.
Oh!
Very nice.
He has just stolen the initiative.
Lovely.
Well done.
Delicious.
You're a changed man. Changed
2020.
Okay, so now next we choose.
DC needs to choose.
So DC is going first now. So you mark which objective is going to be objective number 1.
Yes.
So objective number 1 can never be removed.
Yeah.
And objective number 6, which Shag will choose now, can never be removed.
Yep.
So choose objective number 1.
So underneath you.
Okay, so we do have to change some objectives, so we will number 1.
So
that one is objective number 1 now.
Yeah.
And you have to remove that one.
Yep. Yeah.
And objective number 6.
I will choose to be here.
Okay, so the other one we'll have to put back there.
Yeah,
the one that DC has.
Barrels here.
Okay, cool. Okay. So you do have to. Do you mind? You do have to actually take the objective off.
You do have to. just move it. Come on.
Okay.
Live on camera.
There we go.
So now we start rolling. So
yes,
DC starts. So you select an objective.
Yep.
Which, do you want to be that one? It doesn't really matter. It's just you roll and see which number it is.
Let's go with that one.
So that one. That one's, you have to re-roll that because number 1 is already occupied. You have to re-roll. Stop rolling 1.
You should have used that one to see.
This is what he normally rolls like.
So 3.
Number 3. So we changed that one to number 3 now.
Yeah.
Okay, next we've got Shaggy. Shaggy's allocate an objective. Okay, the one in the middle of your castle. That one's number 5, which is over there.
Yeah.
So we changed that one for that one.
This is quite fun.
Yeah. A DC. Do you want to roll for that one? That's number 5. We already have that one allocated. We already have that one allocated.
I'm never good at this game.
Reroll.
2. That's it. So that one changes for that one, and that one has to be number 4 now. So that's cleared up. We've got the objectives on the table.
Yes.
Again, I explained it briefly at the beginning, but objective number 1 will disappear at the beginning of turn 2.
No, objective 2 will disappear at the beginning of turn 2.
That's what I've just said.
No, you said turn 1.
No, I said turn 2, I'm sure.
Don't lie.
And then number 3 will disappear at the beginning of turn 3, and 4 and 5, and then number 6 and number 1 will always stay there.
Yes,
okay? So really cool mission, one of the 2. Yes, you just stole.
First time ever.
He's giddy.
Okay, so now we've got a couple of extra things.
Yes.
Shaggy, do you want to use the redeploy strat which you have been talking about?
I won't be redeploying. I don't see much of a need.
So
it's going to be
explain what you were going to do.
So the plan was, since he had hidden himself away from the las cannons, plan was to redeploy the las cannons onto this edge.
Yeah, using one of the Ultramarine instructions.
And that would have given me line of sight onto, at the very least, some Venom Crawlers or the Decimator.
Yeah. So the 20 minutes DC was making sure his stuff was out of line of sight using this big ruin in the middle. Was pointless. What's the strat called?
Rapid redeployment.
Rapid redeployment. Cool. So you're not going to do that?
I'm not going to do it.
Okay. So, lastly, we do the prayers on camera.
Yep.
Because we'll catch you back at the end of movement. So, prayers?
Yep. So the 5-up, feel no pain, or invuln.
Okay, that goes.
And then -1 to hit on the Lord Discordant.
Yeah, because he can do 2.
There you go.
Perfect. So minus. Sorry, which one has a minus now? Lord Discordant. So he's now on a -2.
And then 9-inch bubble of a 5-up invulnerable save. Any model.
The Lord Discordant has an inbuilt -1 already, or no? No. Okay. So yeah, -1 on him at the moment.
And my litany, Catechism of Fire, will be going off on this unit here.
Perfect. On a 3+?
3+ goes off.
Yes, goes off. So that's everything done now. I think that's been the longest one we've actually done. So many things. It's a really cool mission, but it does take a bit of more time before the game starts to actually do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll catch you back at the end of movement. Word bearers.
Lorgar's with us.
Up next. And we are back. Word bearers movement over. DC, take us through what has actually happened here, because there's been a considerable amount of movement, a lot of advancing as well in some key units. So take us through.
Okay, so I was thinking of going round this way to try and mitigate the las cannons, but then I thought to myself, well, I need to move forward anyway, and I can get a better bubble here with the Master of Possession. So if he can get all his powers off, then they're actually quite safe with a 4-up invulnerable and re-rolling 1s and stuff like that. So yeah, so move them forward. I want to try and pick out some of the maybe the snipers and some of the troops, and then the rest of it was just cheeky little advances, because they were starting here. Advance got 6 on both of these. Managed to almost get these guys in, but then definitely got those guys.
Because you did need at least 3 of them within 3 inches, because Shaggy does have 3 models just behind that wall there. Which are capturing. So you're currently capturing that. You will capture that.
Yes.
Unless you do,
something
that's something silly. I don't know if there is anything possible to actually do.
There is.
The guys that were in there, have come out. So the wall finishes there, and we've said that that's a contained building, so you can't actually move underneath there. So they've jumped up 3 inches and they're walking towards this objective. They still aren't within 3 inches. But you do have warp time, and you are thinking to actually do that.
Exactly, to secure that point.
Okay, so that's your movement. These guys have also moved up, haven't they?
Yeah, just shuffled up.
Okay,
Just all
cool.
got into the
So
rooms.
basically your whole army has moved up the board. So it's quite interesting. They're playing aggressively. I like it. Okay, so we move on to the psychic phase.
Yep.
So what's going to start off that?
So we'll start off with the warp time.
Okay, warp time from
the sorcerer.
Sorcerer, yeah. So that's a 10. That's a pass. That was a 6. Yeah.
So I'll move them in a minute.
Okay, we'll move that at the end. Yeah, that's fine.
And then Miasma Pestilence
onto the Disco Lord. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't go.
You need a 6, sir.
Command point.
I think I might need to. He's got a -1 already, and he'll have a 4 up hopefully. So you might be able to survive. But you know what? For CP, I need to ensure it. So let's do it. There you go.
Yes, that's a pass. You needed a 6. So the Disco Lord currently has a -2 to hit, which is quite cool to see. We have just spoken about it. If he would be Alpha Legion, he would actually get a -3.
Yeah, pretty sure. And
Alpha Legion have a built-in -1.
they do, yeah.
Yes.
That's cool. Okay, so next up we've got Master of Possession.
Yes, and he has the Malefic Tome, +1 to cast.
Okay.
And he knows 3 powers, but he can still only cast 2. Although I can spend a CP to get 3, but I don't need to right now. We're going to do Cursed Earth.
Okay.
That does not go off.
And you can't re-roll because we've already re-rolled.
But I will spend a CP from my new Faith and Fury power
Okay.
called Malevolent Covenant.
Ooh.
And basically, Wordbearer Psyker fails a psychic test, power automatically manifested by the Psyker, and it can't be denied, and I take a mortal wound.
Okay, cool. How many CP is that?
Just 1.
Oh, that's quite cheap actually.
Yeah.
So you roll, and if you fail it, you can pay a CP.
Exactly.
And it automatically
So it goes-
passes, but you suffer a mortal wound.
Exactly.
That's
That's
good.
pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 4 +1 to invulnerable save,
For
and
everybody.
everybody within 6 inches of the Master Possession, which is quite cool. That's just for demon engines, isn't it? Or is it demonic?
Demonic, yeah, it's Heretic Starties, Demon. Yeah, that's it. So it can be anything from a Greater Possess to Demon Engines and stuff.
Perfect.
That's very good.
Okay.
And then we're going to cast Infernal Power for the reroll 1s to hit and to wound. That goes off.
Okay. So reroll to hit and to wound of once.
Yeah,
For
within 6
everybody within
inches
6 inches
of him, yes.
That's just for demonic.
Yes, so basically all the big machines.
All the big machines. That's
Very
why
nice.
you've actually deployed them like that. Okay, so interesting. That's
That's very good.
very nice.
Very nice. Very good.
That's as strong as Chaos actually gets.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And
I've been revamping this list a lot. So
Hey,
this is like squeezing everything out of it.
Yeah.
Hey, it's good.
Okay, cool. So that's the end of the psychic phase. We'll see you back at the beginning of the shooting phase. Coming up next. Shooting phase, but we just want to mention that the Master of Prescience rule from Tigerius, we actually forgot to mention a -1 to hit on this squad here out of cover, which is quite clever because it means that this unit has a -1 to hit and that unit has a +1 to cover because it is in cover. So resiliency on both of those units. DC, shooting phase. What's starting off?
cover means nothing to me. We're going to start with this Decimator, and we're going to have everything fired into that.
The one in cover.
Yeah.
Okay, 24 inches. Is that 24 inches?
It is indeed, I've measured it.
Yes, it is. I'm pretty sure.
Don't
Yeah.
trust this guy.
Never trust his measurements.
Unbelievable.
Okay, so first gun, because
First
you do
gun.
have to do the gun separately.
You do indeed.
They do suffer mortal wounds.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now hitting on 2s because of the Lord Discordant.
Okay.
And rerolling 1s because of Infernal Power. There you go. So that's
Okay,
4
4
more.
mortal wounds. So that's
2 dead.
2 dead. You do have to do the banner, remember?
Yep. So I can choose any of them. So I will be picking these guys.
What does the banner do?
I
Shoot
get
back
shoot
on
back.
Oh, okay.
4 classes, right? Nope.
No, sadly, no
No
shots
shots.
coming in first.
Next gun. 1, 2.
That's 5 shots.
That's 5 mortal wounds.
Yes.
So
So
that's
2 more
2.
dead.
Two.
That's
So
1
one.
shoots back.
So I'll take these guys from up here.
Yeah, and 1 to 1 wounds. We'll mark it later on. What's
And-
one?
I think I'm going to fire at these guys over here.
At the Marines?
Yep.
Okay.
So 1 shot. Rerolling. Hits. And falls to wound. 1 wound, -2.
Minus 3. Because we're on the heavy doctrine, so 6 up.
Yep.
On
these guys.
No,
that's
dead.
1 dead marine.
Popped a marine.
Oh dear.
I forgot to move these forward a little bit to the warp time. Remember we did that?
Yeah, I do.
I can't remember it. I can't remember it. Sorry. Put them back.
Okay, so next up, coming on?
Yeah, next up we're going to go with this fella.
Yep.
And he will go into the same unit.
Same unit.
Okay. So, first gun. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hit on 2s. That's 4 mortal wounds.
Okay, so that is 1, 2, yeah, so 2 dead and 1 mortal wound with the banner. So both will be firing this time.
Yep.
And I'll be firing again into the squad over here.
Perfect.
Carrying on with 36 inch, yeah.
So Shaggy trying to take as many troops off of the objective, so he actually doesn't
all
the objective.
So 3s, hits, and 4s, just 1 wound.
1 wound.
6.
Nope, that's another marine taken off.
Yep. Take these 2 off.
Yep, and 1's a 1 wound, isn't it?
Yep.
Perfect.
The next gun. That's 3. That's another 3 mortal wounds.
Okay, so another 2 dead. And this time what I'll do is I'll get these 2 and fire at this squad.
Okay.
So 1 will be firing. Hits. And fails to wound.
The cultists live.
Cultists live.
Okay, so those 2 have fired. We're going to go over to this fella.
Yep.
And he is going to fire at the snipers over there.
Go for it.
Okay, there's 2 squads, isn't there, Shaggy?
There's 2 squads.
Which one do you want to fire? The closest one or the one in the back?
We'll fire at this one, the closest.
Okay, closest units.
Yeah. So,
2d3.
2d3. Nice. Now they're hitting on 3s because I was +1 for Lord Discordant and re-rolling 1s. Because of Infernal.
You fired too many there. I think you fired 6 instead of 5.
I thought I fired.
You had a 3 and a 5.
So yeah, just take 1 of the hits off.
Yeah.
That's it. 3 hits. Strength 8, isn't it? Because you've got
9 actually.
Because you've got the
so
greater possessed.
Yes, 9 because
so
of greater possessed. Re-rolling 1s though because of
Infernal power. -1?
-2 d3 damage.
-2. So you do have a 1+ in cover.
Yeah.
So 3 up.
So 1.
Ooh. Do you want to re-roll any of those?
2d3.
I'll take 1 and re-roll it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you get that command point back?
No, I don't have that warlord trait.
Oh, okay.
So d3.
2. So take this guy off.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. He's off.
And we shall do the same with this one.
Go for it.
1, 2, 3. So that's 2. And then 2 wounds.
Ooh. D3.
D3. 2.
That's another one off.
Take the sergeant at the top off.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the last one, we'll shoot them again. Just try and...
Same unit, yeah?
Yeah, same unit. Just going to finish them off.
Get first strike.
Cool. That one off the table. So that's 4 shots. Hit on 3s. That's 3 hits. And then wounding on 2s. 3 wounds, sir.
All saved.
Oh, saved, finally.
And then last but not least,
yeah.
I've got 1 decimator left. He's just out of range on that one. So you just have to fire that squad there.
Okay.
Okay, so going into this squad, because that's the only one in actual range.
And
So
-1.
-1, so hitting on 3s. 2 shots.
2 shots from the first gun.
Rerolling.
So mortal wound.
Yeah, because it goes minus.
Yeah.
And then that's 1 mortal wound. And then the next gun.
Oh, don't they have a +1? You said before. Did you not have a? Did they not have a +1 to hit?
They do, yeah.
So it's fine.
Yeah. So that's 1, 2, 3 shots.
Yep.
And then
that's the 2 misses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so that's just another. So that's 2 mortal wounds in total.
No,
Okay.
the first one was 2 because you re-rolled and it was a 2. He's still hitting on 2s, isn't he? Or no, he's hitting on 3s.
Yes,
He's still
exactly.
hitting- okay.
Yeah. Yeah. -1 +1.
Yeah.
Okay,
So just 1 dead.
Just
Just
one
one
dead.
dead.
Does
Okay.
he shoot back?
We shall see. No.
Doesn't.
So just 1 day.
Cool. Okay. Does that conclude the shooting phase?
I think so. That's all. Oh, and he's got of course, he's got his.
He's got stuff.
His autocannon, his heavy autocannon thing.
What's his range?
2 shots. I think
48. No.
48.
Autocannons usually, unless it's a specific one for him.
He's definitely a range with that.
Yeah.
Does he see him?
That's the other question.
That's the other question. Because those crates in
that's true.
between two.
Oh, it's a bit dodgy because you got the decimators as well in the way.
Yeah, I don't think he can see.
Never mind.
It's a good thing I took those guys from the top.
Yes.
It's true. It's true. I think that's everything. There's nothing really more. They advance.
Okay.
They advance.
Those Marines can't see anything.
They advance. They are bulkbusters anyway.
Cool. So yeah, that concludes your first turn of shooting. No first strike.
No, it's a shame.
There's not going to be any combats, so we can go
morale.
We can do morale. Yeah, there's no. What I mean is, there's no. There's no.
He's done.
He's not going to charge, obviously.
No.
Okay, so leadership.
Yeah.
On your behalf.
Yeah. So these guys, I've lost 8 guys.
Yeah.
They are leadership 10.
You've lost your sergeant as well. You've taken your sergeant off.
No, him.
No, your sergeant was the other guy.
The other guy. No.
You can put your sergeant back and take the one in the back. Because you do want the leadership.
Well, that's the thing.
9.
No, because I did take him off for a reason for the shooting.
Okay.
So there was a reason. So they are leadership 9
because of them.
Of course.
Because of the shooting for the banner. That's why. Yeah. So 9. Yeah, they're dead. Okay. So 8 plus 5 is way more than the leadership.
Yes. Okay. So first strike. You do get first strike, DC, and you do score objectives 1, 2, 3. That's it?
Yep,
3.
that's it.
So 4 points on turn 1. Very good score. And yeah, we'll catch you back at the end of movement for the Ultramarines coming up next. Movement phase over for the Ultramarines. And we just want to point out that we did forget, or Shaggy did forget, he could have used 2 CP to actually
save these
two. But is it worth it, 2 CP for 2 guys?
I think in a tournament setting, yes, because I would have denied him first strike.
Yeah, especially in a mission like 4 Pillars, where you need troops. But then again, this could have been either way. Let's see. What do you guys think? Just comment below. Would you have spent 2 CP on those 2 Marines there, or wouldn't have you? So okay, so movement over.
Yep.
The little castle here has moved up. The dreadnoughts obviously haven't moved up because they do have line of sight on most of these units here. Infiltrators have come out on that side from the ruin and are ready to shoot and probably assault. And obviously these guys haven't moved.
The captain has moved up because since it is 30-inch range, he was out of range of anything back where he was.
So he's just have to move up slightly forward to get in range of some stuff. Okay, so psychic phase now.
Well, before that, the warlord trait that the captain does have, given, I think it's called target priority, to the squad of 3 snipers.
So that's at the beginning of your turn, I guess.
I believe so.
So these guys are hitting on 2s now?
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now psychic. So we're going to go Chief Librarian Tigurius. He did move up, and he will be doing Empiric Channeling.
Okay.
Okay, so basically he gets a +2 to cast, adding to his +1.
Okay.
Which goes off on a 5 because he has a +1.
Can you deny? You're out of deny range.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Oh, for sure. Okay, so I will be smiting now.
Cool.
So hopefully
his target is the cultists?
Yes.
Okay.
So that is a D6 smite.
Yes, because you +2, don't you?
+3 now.
+3, okay.
So it's a 13.
D6?
D6. 3.
And that's a 3, so 3 cultists are slain. And does he have a 3rd psychic power to do? Or
no, she can only cast 2, but he knows 3.
Okay.
Yeah, he knows a lot of powers. He's a cool guy. Okay.
Okay, so that's the end of your psychic phase. We'll catch you back at the end of beginning of shooting coming up. Shooting phase. We just have to point out Shaggy spent a command point for squad doctrines, which makes 1 unit move up to whichever doctrine they want.
Yes, it allows them to be in the tactical doctrine, infantry or bikes, or assault doctrine.
Okay, so that unit of infiltrators will have a -1 to their guns.
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Okay, shooting phase. We'll go with them first. We've mentioned them, and they will be firing into the squad of cultists.
Nice.
So we'll do that and hopefully get some kills.
Yeah.
Alright, so hitting on 3s. I'm sure roll that one. Yep. And wounding on 3s. So that is 2, 4, 6, 7 at -1 on your cultists.
7 at -1.
Well,
so 7 deads.
No, I'll take it on the
on vulnerable
yes,
ones.
on the invulnerable ones, which
How many?
is I've got those lots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6.
Okay, because he's what's the range of the
9 because
9
he's
is
the
a
voice
plus
of
3.
Lorgar.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, so you can do 6 at a time then?
Yeah. So I'll do 6. So one's dead, I guess, unless I save them all.
Yeah.
Okay.
5 ups?
5 ups.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, so that's 5 dead in total.
Yep. And
Okay.
yeah, those have to go from here. 4
Yeah,
from
1,
there.
2, 3, 4.
Okay.
And then we move on
To the big one,
Okay.
which is we're going to do another stratagem called target sighted.
Oh, I love this one.
You do love it. It was your masterful plan
Okay.
to put these Stokerbolt rifles in, so these guys can fire now at the Master of Possession. Is
Perfect,
it Master
so
of
yeah.
Possession?
Can you see him?
Yeah, your green flames are all around. Okay, so 36 inch.
36 inches.
Yes.
Oh god.
Okay, so what that means is that Stalkerbolt rifles and intercessors can actually snipe at characters, and any roll of a 6 to wound also suffers a mortal wound.
He's definitely dead.
He does have 3 wounds because he did perils, did he? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
he perils?
Well, no, it was that
what
power.
What was
Power
it?
thing. That stratagem gives a wound.
Benevolent cunning.
Yes.
Ah, that's what it was. Yes. Okay.
Okay, so 3s, we're rolling to hit.
Did they move up? No.
No.
Okay, so they hit in 3.
So 2 miss. And wounding on 4s, we're rolling 1s. Ooh.
Okay, no 6s.
Yeah, so that's
So
4
that's 4 wounds.
minus 2.
5 ups. And I do have a stratagem.
Ooh, stratagem.
Okay. How much damage did he?
Damage to each.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's definitely dead.
Yeah, all have failed. What was the stratagem? Planning on twin?
There's a new Faith and Theory stratagem that if you fail a saving throw for a character, you can, for a CP, turn it into a 6.
Oh, nice.
So if I would
Cool.
save 3 of them,
Yeah.
one of
Yeah.
them
He's dead anyway, because that's 8 wounds. So first strike for Shaggy. It's a very good kill as well, because that's the guy that was controlling the whole demon engine.
I wasn't expecting
castle
that.
within, yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, tricks galore.
Tricks galore.
Okay, next
So,
up, we're
tricks
going
is-
into the Contemptors.
We're gonna
or
go with
Gilliman.
Gilliman. He's gonna
Okay.
fire into the Venom Crawler.
Perfect.
So 3 shots. We're rolling the 1. So 3 hits and wounding on 5s. Because toughness?
7.
Yeah, so 5. So just 1 at -1.
4 up. Because just -1. Nope.
Damage 2.
Perfect.
Okay, and now we will be going into the Contemptors, and we will be firing into one of the Decimators there.
Into the closest decimator.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the ones you really want to take out.
Which
yeah,
one?
they-
This
you
one?
see what they did. That one.
That one, okay.
Yeah, because I don't like him. So we're hitting on 2s, and we're wounding on 3s. So
Do you wanna
3,
reroll that
I will reroll that 2. Nope.
No.
So 3.
5 ups then.
Is it? Because he's dead now.
Yep.
Is it that? Or is that aura, like everybody gets that aura and doesn't
It
matter?
says whilst they're within 6 inches of
Okay,
of him.
okay. But you have rolled pretty well.
Yeah.
That one goes through. Do you want to reroll that one?
No, I'm going to save that.
Okay,
Okay,
so
D6.
D6.
5.
That's a
Oh.
5. They do have 8 wounds, don't they?
They do.
Okay. Next up.
Next up, we might switch over. We're going to fire the Instigator Bolt Rifle, I think it's called,
Okay.
into the wounded.
Yeah, it's damage 3. You did add Master Crafted, so it is damage 4.
So it's a bit iffy. It might not go through, but
Let's see.
we need to
you
try.
You do need 5s to wounds.
Yeah,
but
so he hits. He
wounds.
wounds. Now
Minus?
this is -3, I'm thinking.
Okay.
-2. It's -2. -3 would be in the tactical doctrine.
Okay, because is it assault?
It's assault.
It's not heavy?
It's not heavy.
You can go check in that if you want.
Yeah, I'll go.
Whilst we
It's
roll.
a 5 up regardless.
Yes.
Makes
Oh,
it.
it makes it again. Very cool.
I think that was cheating. It was behind my back.
Okay, so Shaggy's gonna just check the AP just for us to make sure we're doing things right, and we'll catch you back now. Okay, we're back. He was right. It is assault.
I like being right.
-2, so -2 in the tactical.
Yep.
And we move over now to this eliminator,
yep.
Single eliminator, trying to fire at the same decimator.
Okay, so hitting on 3s, hits. I need that again to wound. Wound on the 5
anyway.
anyway.
Have gone for the strength 5, D3 damage, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay.
-3, I think this is going to be.
It's off the table. That's a 2.
So I need a 5 or a 6.
Yes, you do. And that's a 5. Wow, Sniper takes him down.
Sniped.
Does he blow up?
Ooh.
No, he doesn't. Okay, so that's good because that means that the las cannons do free up to take on one of the other decimators, which are very, very, very important.
Yes,
are you going for the other Mortis Contemptor, or are you going for the 3?
The other Mortis.
Okay,
we can do that straight on.
Obviously into the closest
sir.
decimator. Okay.
So hitting on 2s, rerolling the 1, and wounding on 3s. Rerolling the 1.
Yes, sir. Gilliman proving his points there.
Yeah. So
4 wounds, DC, 5 up, invulnerable.
DC,
oh my god, what's
DC,
wrong with you?
What
Change
the heck?
Man. 2020.
2020.
It's only a 1. And you can't
and I've
reroll
already
because you've
rerolled
already rerolled. So
Yes,
only
sir.
1 damage. That can be a problem, Shaggy.
That is a problem.
Can be a problem.
That is a problem.
Next we have the Eliminators. Are they firing into him as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So these are hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. So they all hit.
Okay.
And
looking
they're
for
gonna
5s and 6s.
5s and 6s. So 2 and a mortal wound there as well.
Okay, so 1 mortal wound for sure, taking it down to 6 wounds. And now 5 ups again. No, so 2d3. You can actually kill him.
5 and a 6.
This would be epic if you actually get 2 5s. And you can't reroll that. So that's 4. That's still very good. Taking it down to 2 wounds remaining. You do have the gun from the
here,
yeah. So do you want to do the banner guy?
I'm gonna check because I think I might have some other weapon to fire. So I'm gonna check that first, and then I'll get back to you.
Other weapon?
Oh yes, I've got more weapons. I've got them all over the place.
Okay, cool. So Shaggy's gonna just check his codex for some of the profiles, and we'll catch you back now. Okay, we're back. Okay. He's checked. He just wanted to make sure that he did have the stats on the combi bolter. He could have asked me because I knew it.
I could have.
So he's shooting the bolt rifle into the decimator, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, he hasn't moved. He hasn't moved. So 2 shots.
Yep. So both hits. Oh, rerolling 1s. Oh, no wounds.
No wounds, and then 1 shot from the chaplain because he has moved.
Rerolling. Nothing.
So
that's it.
I think that concludes your shooting phase, doesn't it?
It does indeed.
Okay, so you have taken a decimator out. You have taken the Master of Possession, which is a really pinnacle character in your list. So not a very bad turn. You will want to charge, I guess.
Yep.
So do you want to do the charge in camera, and then we'll cut off
Overwatch?
Yeah, sure.
Just on the...
Yep.
Just on the Marines.
Just the Marines?
Yep.
1 hit. No wounds. So they're in.
Yeah.
And we'll catch you back at the beginning of the fight phase.
For sure.
Coming up. Fight phase. Shaggy.
Hi.
So a lot of attacks because they do have 2 standard attacks. 1 for shock assault, and the sergeant obviously has 4 with shock assault. So a lot of attacks coming in.
We're going to be using a fun stratagem that DC loved when he found out about this. Vengeance for Calth.
Okay,
so
what does that do?
this will allow me to reroll hit rolls and wound rolls.
Hit rolls and wound
rolls.
rolls.
I have the same thing called Vengeance for Monarchia.
Are you using that?
If they survive.
If I survive.
Okay.
If I'm
So at
chosen.
the beginning of the fight phase?
No, it's when you're chosen to fight.
Okay.
And
so
I will.
It's actually better.
If they survive, yeah. I will.
Okay.
I will definitely.
So looking for 3s, re-rolling.
So just 1 fail.
And wounding on 4s, re-rolling. It's quite a good strat actually.
Yeah, but it only works on
I thought it was
weapons,
just Is it just against word bearers?
Yeah, this is just against word bearers.
Of course, there's a strat against just for me.
Just for the most powerful
faction there is.
11 wounds.
11
wounds.
11.
2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Can you pass me a couple more?
Can you use the blue?
I'll roll them separately. Okay.
So that's 1 dead.
1 dead. That's 5. And then I gotta roll. Oh, look at that. That's 9. And then 2 more.
Nice.
Wow.
Very good.
So 1 dead.
1 dead.
Wow.
Now I'm gonna spend a CP.
Awesome. Is it the
I'm
same?
still
Is it the same? Reroll 2 hits and 2 wounds?
Yeah, exactly. For 1 CP.
Go for it.
So 3 attacks for the champ, 1 hateful assault, and he's
and
champion,
2 standard.
and then 2 for the other guy.
Okay.
Okay, hitting on 3s. Death to the false emperor.
And then
Reroll the one.
And then reroll that one.
Reroll, of course. Yeah, reroll the 1.
That's why you use the strats. You see?
There you go. And then 4s. Reroll it.
It's good to use that strats.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay,
so
3 wounds. 4 wounds.
4 wounds.
Oh,
So one's dead.
I'm going to command point and roll that. 2.
Okay. Yes. So
Ah.
only 1 wound there. Not the best of combats there. And that concludes the turn, I think.
Great though.
So you're still capturing that objective, Shaggy.
Yes.
So that's 1, 2, and 3, taking it to 4 all.
Yep.
Good start to the game. We'll catch you back at the end of movement for the word bearers. Turn 2. Turn 2 coming up. We do have to mention a couple of things again.
Yes.
So we forgot to do the leadership on camera last turn. So you did lose
5 cultists.
5
5
here.
cultists there.
They were in 9 of the fella. Oh.
Reroll.
That's a
No,
six.
they don't get it, do they? So 6 plus 5 is 11.
11 minus 2.
Because of leadership 9.
So
Is he leadership 9?
he is leadership 9.
Are you sure?
Okay, and the other unit, is there any others?
These,
Yeah, you lost.
I lost 3 there.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're fine.
And
And then these guys, I lost 3.
reroll.
You can reroll.
You can.
Oh yeah, I can.
Yeah.
You're a word bearer. It works.
Very good.
They're fine.
Yeah.
They're fine. Perfect.
Best
now,
trait ever.
we do remove objective number 2, Shaggy. So
Yeah, because it's a
you
start
want to remove that one. So we
Yeah.
do remove objective number 2 from there.
Yeah.
And we do have to mention that Shaggy is in the lead with 1 point extra because this mission also gives you a point for whoever is capturing the most at the end of the turn, meaning that these cultists were out. So actually Shaggy was capturing 3,
Yes.
whilst DC was capturing
1.
2.
No, because he didn't have that one, so he's just capturing.
So he's capturing 1 at the end of his turn, yes. So that gave Shaggy 1 point, taking it to 5-4. We did do the prayers off camera, and both of them succeeded, didn't they?
Yeah, I had to do them because he was within to give -1 here and the 5 of bubble.
Yeah, before the movement.
Before the movement.
Yeah.
Perfect. And we will now move on to the litanies of hate,
Catechism of Fire.
Catechism of Fire, onto that unit of intercessors there. And that goes off on a 5, so you do need a 3+ there. And I think that's about enough. We're missing Tigurius, Prescience rule will go also into the intercessors.
Perfect.
I think that's all done.
I think so.
Are we done?
Admin done. Admin done.
Yeah, admin done. So we'll catch you. Well, we won't catch you. We finished the movement here. So again, really aggressive coming from all these demon engines on this side, and we have seen all the troops on this side actually moving towards the infiltrators on that side. Marines also moving there. Shall we do the psychic phase on camera and then cut off? Okay.
Nice quick one. -1 again from the Azure Pestilence on him.
Perfect.
Which goes off.
Yes.
Very good.
And then we're actually going to warp time these guys. So squad 10. Nope, that doesn't go off.
That doesn't go off. So that concludes the psychic phase. We'll catch you back at the beginning of the shooting phase. Coming up next. Shooting phase, but we are going to heal this decimator first with the Lord Discordant. So what do you need?
Just D3.
D3.
Oh, big 3. So you're back up to 6.
Perfect. Okay, so shooting phase. What's starting off the shooting phase?
What we're going to do, we're actually going to start off with Lord Discordant.
Okay.
He hits on 2s, he moves with a heavy weapon, but he gets his own ability back, so he hits on 2s anyway.
Perfect.
And we're going to fire at that one remaining sniper over there.
Okay.
Cool. So both hit.
3s.
That's 1 wound.
Minus?
Minus 1.
Minus 1. So
-1, so
2 up save.
Oh, okay.
Saved.
That's a 5.
Then we're going to go on to this fella's very angry. You shot at him, and he's going to fire at your honor guard.
Honor guard. Okay.
Yep. So the first gun. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hitting on 2s, but no rerolls at 1s because you killed my master of possession.
Sorry.
So that's 4 mortal wounds.
Why are you hitting on 2s?
Because normally 3s and the Lord Discordant.
Okay, gives you a +1 automatically. Yes.
Yeah, we did all that last turn.
Okay. I think you did so many things last turn that I didn't know what was actually doing.
Second gun. 3. And then, takes some mortal wounds, but then another 2 mortal wounds.
Dead.
Excellent.
Okay, so that's a kill from that unit.
Back down to 5. Okay, and then what we're going to do, we're going to take this guy, and he's going to fire your intercessors.
Okay.
Perfect. You did change to the tactical doctrine.
I did, yes.
Mention that.
Yep.
Okay.
I wasn't sure that it was the first battle round or...
Yeah, it's at the beginning of the turn, so you do change.
Okay. And he's a -1 hit these guys, right?
Yes, sir.
So I'm hitting on 3s.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first gun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 shots. Hitting on 3s. Takes a mortal wound. So that's 4 mortal wounds.
Okay. See if they fire back.
So that's 2 dead.
Yeah, we'll just take these 2 here.
Okay.
Yeah, both will fire. You know what? Let's fire back at him.
Okay, into the same one.
Yeah, so hitting on 3s rerolling, and wounding on 5s rerolling 1s. So 1 wound at -2.
2 because you're in the tactical now.
5 up.
Nope, damage 2.
Oh, so he's down to 5.
I think he went for the closest one, no? Did you go for the closest one?
Yeah, closest one.
Yeah,
That was
so
already
down
wounded.
to 3, yeah.
The one that shot me, basically.
Okay. So he's still on 7. And then this one is now down to 3. And then the other gun, same thing. Nice. 5 again. That
So
is
another mortal wound.
another mortal wound and 3 mortal wounds.
Okay, so that's 1 more dead. See if 1 more dead. Yeah, so see if he fires. He does.
Yes, he does.
And again, same thing. 3. Rerolling. No, that dice is going to go. So 1 and then 1 on 1 mortal wound.
Perfect. And did you suffer? Did you put your
I've done mine.
Your mortal wounds?
Yeah.
Both of them received a mortal wound.
Yeah, he did, and then he fired and received 2 mortal wounds actually on himself, and then he got shot by the Ultramarines.
Okay, so you've placed them down. I mean, that's
Correct.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
One's on 3, one's on 6.
Okay.
And then we're going to move on to this fella.
First venom crawler.
Yeah.
What's the target?
It's a tough one.
You can also target these guys because you can actually see them.
Yes, but they've still got a lot of cover.
Do you want to think about it?
Yeah, I need to think about it a second.
Okay, so DC will think about that and we'll catch you back now. Okay, he's thought about it and he will be targeting the Mortis Dreadnought on the right or the left.
White or blue?
I'm going to take the one.
Choose wisely.
I've got the one that's got my dead word bearer on the front.
Okay, so the one with the white helmet is the target. Okay, number of shots.
I will be playing Duties Eternal. I'm not sure if it's now or when you get wounded.
Yes, now.
Okay.
When you get targeted. So 1 CP, half the damage on the Dreadnought.
Okay. 2d3. 3 shots.
Good.
Hitting on 3s because of the Lord Discordant. No rerolling ones. Sad. And this one's only strength 8.
So still wounding on 3s.
3s.
I think that's toughness 7.
2 wounds.
Okay, so 5 ups. No.
No. Do you want to reroll? Or do you want to go?
No.
You've got GP Eternal, so you're quite resilient.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so the 3 becomes a 2 and the 1 becomes a 1 anyway.
Yeah,
so
so
3
3 wounds. And then we'll do. We'll actually fire the next one.
Okay, same target, or you moving over?
We're going to move over.
Yeah, good choice. It's now it's Duty Eternal. It's not in play.
So, number of shots. 4 shots. Hitting on 3s. Oh, look at that. No rerolls either. And then wounding on 3s.
1 wound.
1 wound.
No, what's wrong, Shaggy? You normally roll tons of 5s and 6s.
Okay, I'm used to now with 3s. It's like
it goes on.
Big 3 wounds.
3 wounds, taking it down. Oh no, just 3 wounds. Yes, that one doesn't have a duty eternal. Sorry.
Just have 10 wounds.
The last one.
Same one, same target.
Yeah. I think I need to get it done. Nice, 4 shots. Hitting on 3s.
Oh. DC,
Again,
as you're
not the
rolling,
best.
trade you again.
Yeah, back to the old DC. 1 more wound.
Nope, that still goes through as well. And that's a 3. That's a 6, so 3 wounds on him. He does start off with 10.
Okay, so he's down to 4.
Perfect. Does that conclude the shooting phase?
That does.
No, we do have pistols.
They're in
Pistols
combat.
in the Marines.
Oh, yep.
Pistols in the Marines. 2 hits.
1 wound.
1 wound.
Oh,
So
goodness
2,
me.
Got one in the back.
Do you want to reroll that?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so 1 was on
Wasting
1 wound,
command
so 1 is removed.
Yeah, we'll take this one off.
Okay, so now that finishes off the shooting phase.
Charge phase.
Charge phase coming up
Let's-
next.
Let's go straight in.
Okay.
Straight in.
Let's do it.
Straight in.
Straight
Straight in it is.
Okay, so these guys charging.
Okay.
Yep.
Big number.
8.
8. See if that does it.
I think they can go straight through the ruin, so
Yeah, they'll be in.
they'll be in.
Lovely.
Okay.
Those 3. The mighty 3.
Oh, okay.
Why not? Get them in
Got
there.
the wing combat already.
Yep.
They're in.
No, you charge the Marines, remember?
And now Venom Crawler.
Venom Crawler. Now,
Into-
this is the tough one. He's going to have to charge the Intercessors and Tiggy. And I believe he'll probably have to be...
Yeah, he will. He will
Yeah.
heroically intervene if you don't, anyway. Because if you're charging Tiggy, that means that you're within 1 inch. So everything
Yeah, those 3. It's going to have to be.
perfect. Is the flame in range?
It's
8 inches.
Yeah.
Should be.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you want to do the flaming first?
Okay, so
Is that like a normal flamer?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the normal thing. So
just
1
one.
shot, wounding on 5s. That's 1 wound.
He's
That's
okay.
plus. Combi bolter. So 2 shots for the bolter now. 1 hit. Rerolling. Yes. 1 hit. Wounding on 5s. Nope.
and
This-
the unit.
Okay.
No.
Rerolling fully. Looking for 6s here.
1 6.
1 6. Yeah.
Rerolling 1s.
No wound. And Tiggy does have a bolt pistol, I think.
I believe so. Rerolling. Oh,
Close.
Okay, so nothing there. Charge is a 7. And that's in. So Venom Caller's in, and we'll catch you back at the beginning of the fight phase. See you now. Fight phase. So 5 attacks going into Tigurius, and 2 attacks going into
The tendrils are going into the chaplain.
the chaplain. Okay, so it's different weapons.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so
I'm
as
spending
you-
the CP
Yes.
on Demon Forge so they can reroll hits and wounds. Because I need Tiggy dead. But I'm hitting on 4s. Okay, so.
Rerolling.
Rerolling. No death and false emperor. It's unfortunate. Okay, so I've hit 4 times. And strength 8. So 2's to wound. That's 4 wounds.
Minus.
Minus 3, 3 damage each.
Oh,
I need 6s.
you do need 6s. Now's your time.
That's 1.
No, that's 9 damage. And he does
there's no
have
point.
6 wounds, doesn't he?
5.
5. He just has 5.
5 wounds.
Even if he's Primaris.
Yeah. He starts with 4 as a normal space marine.
Okay.
Bye!
Bye. Indeed. Okay, 2 of the tendrils into the chaplain now.
Hitting on 4s. Rerolling. Nothing. But he goes up a wound, back to 10, because
Because he's killed
he
something.
8 Tiggy.
Very nice.
Okay.
Does the banner allow you to attack?
Yes. 1 attack. Only 1 attack.
Can do something. So we'll see if he attacks. He does.
Yep. Plus 3. So hitting on 2s.
Yep. Hits.
Yes, all 3s. Let me just check quickly. I've got the thing open.
Yeah, I think he hits on 2s.
No, weapon skill 3. So he did hit
He
anyway.
did hit anyway.
Yes,
But the
plus
strength.
3 strength.
Yeah.
Plus 3 strength, minus 3 damage d3.
So he would be strength 7, toughness 7. So it's 5. So it wounds.
Yes, it wounds.
Minus?
Minus 3.
Okay, 5 up.
Nope,
Nope.
damage d3.
2.
2. That's not bad before he dies, actually.
Yeah.
The Revenge of Tiggy.
The Revenge of
Yes.
Tiggs.
You can use 2 CP to attack with Tiggy.
I've only got 2 left, so no, I think I need to keep them since I've lost my ability to farm them. So I will
farm
keep
them. How do you farm?
Tiggy could farm command points. He has a power that I can get command points.
Ah, okay, cool. Power. No,
oh no, no, no! I'm farming farm.
Cool. Got really confused there. Okay. Okay, so are you going to pay 2 CP to attack with a chaplain?
No.
Or are you just going to go ahead? Okay.
He's already attacked.
You just want to keep them for future reference.
Already.
Okay, so we move on to that side then.
Yep.
Quite an epic combat on this side.
Oh, yes.
Really as cool as it gets with Ultramarines and Word Bearers. And just imagine these cultists jumping on top of the infiltrators there.
So we've got 3 attacks per one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 in total.
Okay.
That's a lot of attacks. And then +1 each. So 16, 21.
+1 each? No,
that's
with already. Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Yes, they do have close combat weapons. No, they do have chainswords, don't they?
They do.
You get your +1, and then 1 for hatred assaults.
There you go. Okay.
Marines into the infiltrators.
Are
you going to do the vengeance?
I'm going to do vengeance for Monarchia again, and I'm also going to do veterans of the Long War. So +1 to wound. It's a lot of CP,
so
but
is that 2 CP?
It's 2 CP basically in total.
Yeah,
but
it's not that bad either.
It's not too bad. And if I can get rid of them,
yeah, and you do want that objective marker.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so hitting on 3s, but the reroll.
Not bad at all.
I think I just did 3 hits.
I think you did.
Doesn't matter. Okay.
Just put it back.
1 miss, 2 misses.
And I've got 4 Death of the False Emperors. Excellent. Okay. Excellent. Hatred for the Ultramarines. That's what you get for putting one on my base.
3s to wound, re-rolling.
3s to wound, re-rolling.
Okay.
Very good.
It's not bad at all.
Yep. How many?
Okay, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16.
14, 16.
And you do this. No minus on these. No minus.
That's 1,
2, and 3 dead. That takes it only to the sergeant remaining.
Yeah.
Unless you want to take the sergeant off, which I wouldn't.
No, it's alright. I want the extra attack.
And now we've got those 3 cultists attacking.
And these 2.
And 2, yeah.
Sorry,
yeah,
2 Marines first.
No, the cultists go first.
Oh, of course,
charged.
Okay, so there's no champion there because it's just 3.
Do they get hit to the assault?
They don't. No.
Okay.
So 1 hit.
1 hit. No wound.
Okay, and now you can actually
activate.
Activate 1.
Remember, 1 normal attacks, they don't get the shock assault. They don't charge.
Very true.
Very true.
So champion, 1 guy.
There we go.
Let's see if they can do the job.
Yeah.
They really can't.
No wounds.
Okay.
Do you want to do him now? Because it doesn't really matter the sequence. So 3 attacks, because he did get charged.
Yep. No, he's got 3 normally.
And 1 4. It's crazy the amount of attacks. And when I'm playing Crimson Fists with Pedro, they have an extra 1 if they're within 16
inches. His Crimson Fists again.
So
always does.
Always
I'm
need to
going to go
mention
into
my
these
boys.
guys, take out another unit, hopefully. So all hits, and 3s to wound. So 4 wounds on the cultists.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, try and take them out.
Yeah, fair enough. 6s.
No,
look at that! They had 5 up.
Oh.
That's those 3 taken out the way, but you do score that objective because you do have more troop choices.
No way.
There are troop models and Shaggy. We move over to this side now. We do have to pile in 3 inches with the intercessors on this side, and the chaplain also has to attack. We'll let Shaggy move his Primaris in, and we'll catch you back now. Okay, so Chaplain going into the Venom Caller now. 3 attacks, because even though we mentioned in the beginning, even though he's the Primaris bottle, we are using him as the normal Chaplain. That's why he's taking a Champ Pack, and that's why he has a combi bolter as well. It will be an illegal model. Okay, so hitting on 2s, he did have a ballistic skill of 2.
So re-rolling the 1. So that's all hits.
And his strength is 5 with the +1, so you do still need 5s. But you are re-rolling 1s.
So just 1 hit. That's all.
This is when Gilliman was full re-rolls all the time. It was crazy, wasn't it?
Funny.
I'm not complaining. -1.
Oh,
okay, so 4 up. Oh, makes it.
That's a 4, isn't it?
That is a 4.
You love just chucking stuff in there.
And now we've got the intercessors
Yeah.
going in. So we've counted already?
Already counted
Yeah, a lot of attacks. A lot of attacks coming in.
So re-rolling. 2 and a 2. So all
So
hit.
full house. And now 5 to wounds, because Catechism of Fire is just for shooting, not for combat.
Re-rolling the 1s. And another one there. And
Not very good. That's 4 wounds only.
Yeah.
4 wounds.
No, 5. There's one back.
5 wounds. Okay.
Minus?
No minus.
No minus.
3 up.
Just punching him. So just
1 wound. Taken down to 7.
Very good.
Okay, cool. So that's the end of the turn. We count objectives now for DC. So there is an objective there, but Shaggy does have troop choices there, so that doesn't matter there. So we've got 1 here, 1 there, and 1 there, taking it to 3 points.
Yep.
That's a very good grab there for turn 2. And yeah, we'll see you back at the end of movement for the boys in blue. Movement over and straight onto the shooting phase,
looks like.
because Tagiris is dead.
He's dead. He's dead.
Okay, so what's starting off the shooting phase?
Okay, so we fell back here using a command point for fall back and re-engage.
Okay, so you can actually fall back and shoot, but the re-engage lets you
Lets me do this without the -1 for falling
to
back.
shooting, and you can assault after
And
that
I can
as well.
assault if I wanted to,
Okay,
yes.
cool.
Okay, so we will fire off. I think we're going to do Gilliman into him, because that way I can maximize the amount of shots, because it's going to be 6 shots. Now rapid firing. So hitting on 2s, all hit. Now wounding on 5s, re-rolling 1s. 1. Nope, so just 1 at -2.
5 up. Nope.
So that's damage 2.
Okay, taking it down to 5. What's next?
Next, we're gonna just try and clink this thing off. We're gonna do the bolter and his bolter as well. So first off his, re-rolling the 1s. So both hits, but no wounds.
Okay, and now combi.
Combi,
So
both hits.
no,
No with the -1.
because you do want to do the
So
thing
re-rolling
as well.
this one. So both hits.
For 5s.
Nope.
No, and now the flamer.
Flamer, just 2.
5s.
Rolling the 1. Goodness me.
This makes me happy.
I'm sure it does. We're gonna have to do the eliminators. Let's see if they can help out the situation.
Perfect.
So the 3 eliminators that will be hitting on 2s, they'll be firing at this. So 3 eliminators using the mortis round. So all hits, wounding on 5s. So that's 2 mortal wounds and 2 saves at -2.
2 5 ups.
So 1 goes through.
No, T3.
It takes 2, right? So he's on 3.
So a 5 or 6 here will kill
Yes. Does it blow up?
him. Now
Hopefully
it
on a
blows.
5 up.
Oh, because you did a mortal wound as well. which I
Yeah,
missed.
2 mortal wounds.
2 mortal wounds. Wow, what you missed. Okay.
Okay.
Doesn't blow up. Now the cool thing is that the intercessors haven't fired. They do have Catechism of Fire still on them.
They do.
So they will be wounding on a +1 to the closest
They will
target.
be.
How many can see?
All of them. See, I guess. No?
To this, I don't know how many.
Check. I don't know. I thought they could actually see them quite clearly.
I don't know. The DC wants to check these things. So
All right.
I don't know
They can all
this
see?
big thing.
They can all see.
Okay.
From this angle, you can
Yeah,
see.
it's a bit weird with the craters. I do understand. Okay.
So 7 shots, hitting on 3s.
Yeah, because the tactical doctrine does let them to shoot normally, even if they've moved.
So 1 miss, and these are now wounding on 4s.
4s, yes.
So we got 3 wounds at -2.
That's the Catechism Fire just there. It would have been no wounds. That's
Save
2.
1.
2 go through.
So
Damage 4. Yeah.
So 6 left.
Okay.
Okay. The captain
Yeah.
will fire his.
Into him?
Yep.
Okay.
2s. Hits.
Oh,
Wounds.
this is damage 4 DC. Don't want to
-3.
fire this. It's a fail.
Damage 4.
Do you want to reroll?
Yeah.
Okay.
The 5 up.
Looking for the 5 up. South.
Yes,
That's when you change the dice.
We're at the CP.
And you do have one more eliminator there. Do you want to fire
eliminator? Yes. Okay. Hits. Wounds.
Perfect. So DC -2. Nope.
Damage 3. D3, sorry.
Just a 1. So down to 5 there.
Yep.
You do have the 2 Mortis Contemptors still to fire, which are the ones that are going to bring the most damage. Now, what is your target? Do you want to actually take the Venom Crawler off this? And that means that you do gain 1...
no, I would only tie.
You would draw, so you wouldn't get the extra. He wouldn't get the extra bonus for having more. Or do you actually want to go for these guys, which bring the pain?
They all bring pain. First off, I'm going to do the Intercessor here into the unit of 2.
Okay, yeah.
These are hitting on foes.
So there is one behind that ruin, which we can't actually see.
No, he's there. He's back there. He's hitting away. So 2 hits and 1 wound on the 2.
Oh, okay.
So -1.
He's fine.
They're fine. Okay. Now the Contemptors. What I will do is I will fire 1 into these guys.
Okay. So 4 shots.
4 shots.
Have they moved?
It doesn't matter. I'm in the Tactical Doctrine now.
Okay, this is very cool.
So 2s, all hits, and wounding on 3s. So that's 3 wounds.
5 ups.
Oh, DC.
Cheeky again.
Cheeky with the Venom Crawlers.
That's
but
it dead anyway because it has had 5 wounds. That's a shame. Does it blow up? No, that's a 4. That's Venom Crawlers out, meaning that you will draw on objectives, meaning that no one will gain the extra points there.
Yes.
Now, next one, we'll fire into?
We're going to fire into the wounded one.
Into the 3?
Yeah, let's go for it and let's
not be risky.
Yeah, let's not risk it.
Okay, so there's 1 on 3 and there's 1 on 6. You're going for the 3 wounds decimator.
So, hitting on 3s, re-rolling.
3s because it's in his lower bracket.
Yeah, it's on the middle bracket. And 3s again. So 3 wounds.
3 wounds. 5 ups again. No. Unless he gets a double 1. No. Does he blow up? No, he doesn't. But now the Demon Engines are beginning to fall. This makes the game very interesting.
Yep.
That concludes Shaggy's turn. He does grab 2 objectives. Gain, and is that a draw now?
That is a draw now. I think it's a draw. Because, 7-7.
7-7, going on to turn 3. This is becoming an epic game. We do have to remove objective 3 now. We can actually do that straight away. So that one's removed. And yes, objectives are now being removed. Shaggy actually has the upper hand because that is objective number 5, which means it won't be removed till the last turn. And objective number 4 on that side will be removed next turn. Interesting. Gilliman's still full on wounds. Will it be a nice little fight? Disco Lord versus Gilliman.
It has to be done.
Has to be done.
done.
We'll catch you back now. End of movement. Word bearers coming up next. Okay, movement over, and DC, you're going to have to run us through what actually has happened because I haven't been paying attention. I've been reading the Space Marine Codex.
I was watching a series, because it was that long.
Okay, so what happened?
Basically, moved the squad of 5 Marines over there to finish off his
Ultramarine
in the corner.
Yep.
The other 2 have sat in the objective. These guys are looking after Malik. He's giving him a little prayer, a couple of lessons about the Book of Lorgar. Prayer-wise, there wasn't a lot I can do, but I gave -1 to hit on him because there was nothing else really. And then the 5 up invulnerable, which I haven't done yet. Which will just affect them. He's kind of
He's advanced. Has he advanced?
He advanced, yes.
Okay, and these have just moved up.
And these have just moved up. They haven't advanced.
And then Tidal Traders?
We Tidal Traders over in corner, spend my last 2 CP.
Okay, shamefully it's 12 inches because of the Phobos rule.
Yes.
So it is not...
they're not quite within 12 there, but it's a bit of a gamble. It's more pressure from...
Yeah, and trying to get... that objective isn't going to go anywhere, so later on in the game it can be good.
Rather than running towards the angry...
we do have to do the prayers for the chaplain.
The litany, yeah.
The litany,
so we'll do the litany on them.
Same guys, 3 up.
Yeah.
That's a pass. Do you want to check that actually? Check if it's at the beginning of the turn or if it's
I'm sure it's at the beginning of the battle round.
Okay, cool.
I'm sure.
And then...
it's like their prayers.
Yes.
Heretic prayers.
Okay, next...
End of the movement phase as well, we're going to give D3 back on him.
Yes.
Which just heals him 1 anyway, back to his full.
Okay. And do we move on to psychic phase?
Yep, nice quick one. He's going to warp time himself. Actually, I'll do Miasma Pestilence first on to the Lord Discordant. Doesn't go.
Do you want to
I have no CP left.
No CP, you're right.
And then he's going to just warp time himself, which he does.
Okay, cool. So warp time from here,
Yep.
and we'll catch you back at the beginning of the shooting phase. Coming up next. Shooting phase. What's starting off, DC?
We're going to go with... Actually, let's go over here.
Yeah?
Yeah. Come with me.
I will join you.
Okay. We're going to fire a crack grenade and then 4 bolt pistols into this lone Ultramarine.
Okay.
Hunt him down to the ruins. Crack grenade hits. Does not wound. 4 bolt pistols. 3
hits?
3 hits.
3 wounds.
Lovely.
This is it.
You are in cover, so you have a 2 up. And that's all passed.
And then the 2 that didn't move. 2 hits. 1 wound.
Saved again.
Just kind of helping more.
So that's it, yeah?
All the way here for that.
Yep.
Sorry.
That's not good.
That was a bit sad.
Back to the main bulk of the army.
This guy, autocannon into the lone
Sniper dude.
Eliminator.
Go for it.
Hitting on 2s.
Yep.
Wounding on 3s. 2 wounds, sir. -1. 2 damage.
So he would be dead. I could use my lost CP, and I shall, just to make it harder for you. There we go.
Okay, it's a pass. Both players now out of command points. Next up.
Okay, next step. We're going to...
Venom Crawler or Decimator?
We're going to use the Decimator, because he didn't die. That's actually... Let's go to Cultists. Only because if I can pop him, the closest for...
The Decimator would be the captain.
Well, actually, no, it won't. In that case, let's leave the Cultists. We're going to shoot Decimator into... He's got 4 wounds left?
4 wounds left.
I need to pop them off, just in case.
Okay, so Decimator into the wounded...
Yes.
The
Mortis Contemptor Dreadnought.
Okay. First gun.
Oh,
6 shots.
lovely.
Hitting him on 2s because of him.
Are all the guns going in there?
They were, yes, because I didn't know I was going to roll that high.
Should have split fired. I would have actually split fired.
But then that's when...
That's what happens when you
Yes.
roll. Yeah.
Does he blow up?
True. No.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, if I split fired and I got 2 shots, I would have...
It always happens.
Yeah.
Good start.
Okay, and then this fella, we're going to fire...
Into him?
Yeah, I can't see that guy. So we're going to fire into him.
Okay.
2d3. Yes, 2d3. 4 shots. Hitting on 3s because they're next to the Lord Discordant. 3 hits. And then next to Creative Possessor, Strength 9, so it's 3s anyway. But 2s anyway, sorry. Because they're toughness 4, right?
That's toughness 4, yes.
Yeah.
So
minus 2.
3 wounds minus 2. Okay, that's what we got at.
So 3 ups.
So 3 ups. So
1
damage.
goes through, damage to 3.
D3.
And he's still alive in 1 wound.
Alive and kicking.
Okay, and now lastly, no, that's your shooting phase.
Cultists actually over
Yes, yeah, might as well.
there. And then I do a cheeky charge.
Okay, how many shots here? Not all of them can see, obviously.
Not all of them. Actually, I'm going to shoot these guys because if I can get, he's 11 inches away. So if it's a 10-inch charge, if I can get in there.
Okay, we'll do that off camera and we'll catch you back now. 4 wounds done from the cultist into the top unit here.
Not bad.
So 2+ because they have a 1+ in cover. And that's 1 wound from the cultist. Not bad, not bad.
Take it.
Always good to wound these multi-wound characters models here. And now we've got some cheeky charges.
This one. Just
What
the
does
one.
he need?
He's 11 away. So he
11
needs
away. Okay. We have agreed this isn't anything, so it doesn't affect the charge. It's not like a crate or anything.
Right, here we go. Big
What
one.
do you need? Sorry?
10.
10.
It's
Okay.
11 away, so you need 10. Nope.
That's a 6, DC. That's not a 10.
That's rubbish.
Did you overwatch?
I did, I got a 5.
Okay.
And then one charge over here.
Yeah.
5 Marines.
Yeah, that's fine.
Overwatch? Nope.
We're definitely in. Oh, look at that. Saved it for the wrong way.
Okay. So, shall we just do the fight phase quickly?
Yeah, let's go into it. Wrap them round.
Wrapping around.
That's the 2 units, yes?
Yeah.
Or just that 1 unit? You're keeping that one on.
Of course, yeah, keeping that one. Yeah, there's one.
No, he charged both.
Just give me 1 second. Grab some dice.
Yep.
So 4 for the champ.
Yep.
And then
3 for the rest.
3 for the rest.
Yep.
It's a load of attacks again.
Yep.
Okay. Can you take him out? He is still on 2 wounds.
That's 1 6.
Okay.
There
Nice.
That's a hit. An extra hit there.
Oh, that was a hit. I'm taking
Don't
3s
take the
away.
wrong ones off. And 4s.
And then 4s.
Ooh. Okay. Alright, not bad.
Okay.
That's 3, 6.
6.
Alright. So 3 ups.
And he has fallen. So he removes. He's done his bit. He's done his fair bit. And that means that Shaggy on this flank has no units anymore.
Yep.
That concludes the turn.
It does.
The turn for DC at least. He does capture 1, 2.
2.
Only 2, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Only 2, taking him up to
9.
9, 7. And we'll catch you back at the end of movement for the Ultramarines. Okay, movement over. Castle has moved up. Gilliman has moved towards this flank because Shaggy is within 24 inches of that unit at the end, which could mean that he could take that unit off that objective and score the points for grabbing more objectives than DC this turn.
Hopefully.
Okay, so shooting's phase.
Okay.
What's going to start it off?
Let's, with what you just mentioned,
Okay.
3 shots.
Into-
Hitting on 2s.
Okay.
All hit.
Yep.
And now wounding on 3s.
Rolling ones. That's
so
2 wounds.
2 and minus 2.
5 ups.
Yep. Oh,
That's good because that
That's
means
good.
that 1 does remain on the objective for DC. Next up.
Next up, we'll go straight for the las cannons into the Lord of Discordance.
Okay, you do have the relic.
The seal.
It makes
For
you
both?
reroll to hit and to wound
Yes.
fully.
Yep. So hitting on 2s and wounding on 3s. We'll reroll these 2. So that's 4 wounds
wounds.
and minus 3.
Did you have a -1 for miasma pistol?
Oh, it's true. You did.
I don't remember what you did. Do you want to just reroll
We're
again?
gonna have to. We're
Okay,
gonna have to.
let's just reroll
Okay.
again. Because you do have a -1.
I do.
That's
-1.
That's kind of thing that you should remember, DC.
Yes.
I was looking over here.
Cameraman has remembered, do not worry.
So-
Hitting on 3s.
3s.
Reroll.
Rerolling. So 3 hits.
Okay. And
2 wounds.
only 2 wounds.
5 up. Nope.
Nope. So 2d6. He does have 12 wounds. A double 6 here would mean he would die.
10.
That's 10. That's good enough, actually,
That's
because the
pretty
snipers can actually finish him off now.
Wow.
Okay, so 2 wounds remaining on the Disco Lord there.
Let's do the first sniper into him.
Okay.
Fails to hit.
Yes.
The 3 snipers will go into him.
Yeah, is he hitting on 2s? Because
They're
you
hitting
would-
on
you
2s
would
because I
use
have been doing
the
that,
relic, yeah.
the Warlord trait. So 2s and then 5s. So that's a mortal wound already.
Yeah, taking it down to 1. 5 up. No, 2 up actually. 2 up. Does he have a 2 up save? He does have a 2 up save, doesn't he?
2 up or 3 up?
I think he has a 2 up. Check that.
Check that. That's
and we'll
important.
catch you back now because if it's a 2 up, a 4 is a pass.
Yes.
It's good I'm here.
Yes.
For the first time using him, I've never
And
used him
he
before.
has a 2 up save, meaning he does pass because we're not on the heavy doctrine, so these guys were firing at a -2.
Yep.
Next up, we've got the Phobos captain firing at the same targets.
Yep. So it's. Oh, it doesn't wound.
Shame. It was a 6, but it turned at the very, very end.
And lastly, these guys will fire into the
Into your decimator.
decimator.
Okay, you do have catechism of fire here.
Yeah, so re-rolling first. So all hits.
All hits, that's really good.
And then 5s to wound.
4s to wound,
4s,
because of catechism of fire. And you are re-rolling. Nope, no ones.
Reroll, so just
4 wounds.
minus 2.
Okay, 5 ups.
Nope. No,
So
so 2,
that's
4, 6, 8 wounds.
He's dead.
He'll be dead here.
Wow, that's true. This is very true.
That
Wow,
blow
that
would
was
have
very
been
good.
disgusting.
That would have blown up, killed him. That would have
Yeah.
been pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, you do have a couple of extra shots here. Does the banner see him?
No, I don't think. No
And does the chaplain see him?
Nope.
Okay, so
Nothing.
you can fire at something else, you can fire at the cultist. Might as well.
Yeah, we can fire at the cultist.
Yeah, because the range is out for...
Yeah, so I'll fire the cultist first from here.
Okay. Did he move?
Yeah, it doesn't matter because of the tactical doctrine of the
Ultramarines.
True, yes. So both hit. And
2
both
wounds. Minus 1, so
2.
2 dead.
Minus 2, because it's a rapid fire
Yeah,
weapon.
2 dead. And then we've got the chaplain, 1 shot. 2 shots, no, because it's
2 shots, the same thing. Move. So that's 2 hits, but no wounds, and the flame is out of range.
Okay, so 2 dead cultists on that side. That concludes the shooting phase.
Yeah. Morale for them quickly?
Yeah, 2 have died. That's fine. Do you want to charge anything?
Nothing can charge. Could do a cheeky charge around the corner.
Do you need 10?
I'm gonna need a 12 just to get around the corner. So cheeky charge. Yeah.
Nope. Overwatch.
Okay.
I can't see him.
Oh, cool. Okay,
that's why I didn't fire it.
That finishes off the turn then.
Yes.
Shaggy, you do gain 2 points.
I do.
And you do tie on objectives again. So yeah, on to turn 4. We remove number 4 now. So we do remove that objective. Sadly, DC.
Oh.
And on to turn 4 we go. See you now. Movement over, and these cultists have moved onto this objective. They are troop choice, meaning that they are overpowering these units here and gaining that objective if they survive this turn. And Disco Lord and Venom Caller have now bunched together, tag teaming and moving up towards the Ultramarine lines. Only 1 wound remaining on that Disco Lord.
He can heal himself.
Okay.
D3. For another 2.
So he's down to 3. I don't know if it's enough to actually charge something. Quite risky to actually charge something, but we see what will happen. Master, not the Master Possession. Greater Possessed and the Sorcerer have now moved upon.
He's advanced to get next to him because
so the Sorcerer is advanced.
Correct.
Cool, but it does look epic. They are standing upon this abandoned Aquila. Aquila. I don't know how it is. So yeah, looking cool. And moving on to this side, that objective obviously, Shaggy, it can't really do much about this objective. And sadly, number 4 has now been removed, meaning that those Marines there are just trying to survive behind that ruin. Cool. Psychic phase.
Nice and easy. We're going to go with Warp Time on the Greater Possessed.
Yeah.
That's it. 11. That's big. Okay, so he's now going to move. He can't advance. Well, he can, but that means he won't be able to charge. And there is a nice little gap up here for him to get up to. Yes. Okay, next up we've got Smite. What are you going to do?
Yeah, then we're going to smite this guy.
Closest target, yeah. So that eliminator on 1 wound.
Actually, we're going to give a -1 to hit on him.
Okay.
Because it's a tough call. He'll probably die anyway. No, let's do it. Let's smite him.
Okay.
The less troops around, the better.
Nope.
Either way.
Smite.
Smite, so miasma, nothing.
Yeah, nothing at the end. Too much thinking for nothing.
That's what it is.
So we have finished the psychic phase, and we'll catch you back at the beginning of the shooting phase. Coming up next. Shooting phase. Disco Lord first, firing into
this lone sniper.
Into the lone sniper.
He really hates him.
Okay.
And he won't die. Okay, so both hit.
Those are wounds. And now Venom Caller into the Dreadnought?
Yeah, why not?
How many wounds have you got remaining? Is it
6, 7.
7,
Yeah,
okay.
Could do it. 4 shots.
4, that's enough.
Hitting on 3s.
So 2 hits.
2 hits.
Only on 3s.
1
wound.
Never mind.
-2, so you do
Goes
have
through.
a 5 up, yes?
Just a 1.
Just 1 wound.
So it's down to 6.
Okay, any more shooting?
That's
Does he
it.
have a bow pistol? He's
He
advanced anyway. These guys are going to shoot? Or
No, they advanced to get onto the objective.
They advanced as well. Okay, so that concludes the shooting phase. We can move straight on to the charge phase if you want.
Yep.
Okay, so who's going first?
We're going to go with the Venom Crawler first.
Into these
the
guys?
intercessors, yeah.
Perfect.
So 2 hits.
That's not bad. Rerolling
Rerolling.
with element.
Yeah, so 2 hits.
5 to 1.
That's 1
That's
wound.
1 wound.
-2.
No, that's 2 wounds, taking it down to, do they have 12?
They start with 10.
10, so 8.
Here you go.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Okay.
Who says Ultramarines and Lorgars can't be friends?
What is it you need?
Into the... Have a look at these guys.
7? Yeah, 7.
7.
That's a double one, DC.
Not a double one.
That's not a 7.
That's really not good.
And very not good.
Okay.
This is a problem now.
This is a problem.
Shaggy, you're looking for 6s now.
6s. Did we do the litany at the beginning of this turn?
Yes, number 5 did.
Yeah. So 2, 4, 6, 7. 6s. Oh, that's 2 already. That's 3.
3. You do need 4s now because of catches in the fire.
That's 3.
3 wounds.
And minus 2. And that's a dead disco.
Yeah, let's just check something quickly. Let's check if the cartridge of fire is just in the shooting phase, because that means that we would just wound once.
Yeah.
Meaning that he would be down to 1. So we'll just check that just quickly, and we'll catch you back now. We have checked, and it's when resolving a shooting attack, meaning that he is exactly dead. Does he blow up?
Does he blow?
No, I don't. He doesn't blow up actually.
Does he not?
Doesn't he? He doesn't blow up. I'm quite sure he doesn't blow up.
Right.
He hasn't blown up. We can make sure on that as well. That is removed. We go on to the next charger, which is the Greater Possessed.
Yes, sir.
Do you want to charge just the lonely one at the bottom, or are you charging up here and making them not?
I'll charge him at the bottom and those 3.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Okay.
Let's see what we can see.
You can see with everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So
you can do them all at the same time.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
So all of them at the same time, and we are hitting on 6s.
Nada.
Okay.
Charges. That's a double 6, so you can do anything you actually want. Do you want to go up?
I do.
That means that the captain will heroically intervene as well.
Yeah.
But I think it's better to actually close down those 3 than that one in the middle. Okay, cool. So we'll see you back now in the fight phase. Coming up next. Epic fight here atop of this win. DC going first. 5 attacks? Is it 5 attacks?
6 with Hatred Assault.
Okay, going into the Eliminators.
Hitting on 2. No Death of the False Emperor there.
Okay, and what's his AP? And his strength?
82. It's strength
6. 82?
Yeah. So 3s.
Oh.
That's not
That's
nice.
what you call a DC roll.
That's exactly
That's a DC roll.
how this turn is going, isn't it? So -2.
Damage?
D3.
Okay, so you could kill 1.
Yeah,
so
one's on 1 wounds anyway.
5 up. That's off the board.
Off the board.
No,
And
so
that's no.
D3?
So one's dead. One's on 1 wounds. So
that
just
one. Yep.
just that one dead. So you attack back now. And yeah, Shaggy just removing them.
Yeah. So
Sergeant on 3. The other one on 2. Plus you've been assaults. So 4, 5, 6, 7 attacks from the Eliminators.
2, 4, 6, 7.
It's on 3s, rerolling ones.
Rolling that 1.
Okay. And toughness is 5, isn't it? Yeah.
So
So we're
5s.
looking for 5s, yeah.
So just 1.
Just 1 wound. That's a save. Is it just he just have a 5+, or does he have
He
a
has a 3 up and a 5 up.
Okay, that's pretty good.
So this is from now the captain.
Yeah, 5 attacks.
5 attacks.
Plus 1 for the combat knife. Plus 1 for shock assault as well, because he did heroically intervene. 7 attacks. Wow.
Rolling the 1. And all hit. I need 5s. So just 1 again.
He has saved as well, and that concludes the turn now.
Yep.
You do score 1 objective here on this side,
And that one.
plus the 1 on that side as well.
Yep.
2 points, steadily, still in the lead.
Yeah.
What's the score now?
11-8. 11-9, sorry.
11-9. This is turn 4 actually, so we can move this to turn 4. And yeah, 11-9. Really interesting game here. And we'll catch you back. End of movement for the Ultramarines, turn 4. Okay, so movement over, and this is getting very interesting because DC is in the lead by 2 points, and we've just checked line of sight, and there's not enough shots, or there isn't any shots at all that can actually take these cultists out, meaning that DC will actually score the additional point for scoring more objectives than Shaggy.
Oh yeah, taking going down to the wire.
Taking up by 2 points, taking the lead by 2 points, and the worst thing of all is that their objective 5 is going to disappear next turn.
Yep.
So it's all about what happens in turn 5.
Yep.
Okay. No psychic phase, straight onto the shooting phase we go. Yep. What's starting that off?
Alright, we're going to go with the eliminators that have fallen back.
Okay, yeah, I do have to mention that all of these have fallen back, so Captain and eliminators have fallen back.
Yeah, so the 2 eliminators that fell out of combat, -1, +1, so they're still hitting on 3s, okay? So right into the...
+1 because of the Warlord trait,
yes.
I just had to mention that.
So re-rolling the 1s, thank goodness. Yes. So both hits.
Okay, why are you shooting just 2 shots? Ah, because this is a unit of 2 and a unit of 1, isn't it?
Yes.
Sorry, okay.
No wounds.
No wounds.
So the other eliminator. So that's a hit. And that's a wound.
1 wound. -2.
5 up, demon save.
Nope.
D3. 2.
2. So down to 3 wounds.
Yep.
And now the Captain.
The Captain.
Can he do it?
Hitting on 3s.
No, obviously.
Obviously, the 2.
Obviously, it's a 2.
Oh, it's close.
Nice. We will fire the las cannons into the
Venom
Crawler.
Perfect.
So, hitting on 2.
He has moved. Has he moved?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, yes, again. Tactical doctrine into place.
And 4 wounds. 3. So, 3d6, dead. 2 blows.
Wow.
Yeah.
3d6.
Is it 5 up?
What's this? No, he blows up on a 6 up.
Yeah. I would assume as much.
I'm checking.
He's checking.
Yeah, because it's the first time you've used the Venom Crawler, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Gotta give him some credit.
Things like that you never remember.
Okay,
anyway.
So he blows up on a 6, does he?
He blows up on a 5.
On a 5?
On a 5+, it explodes and suffers D3 more wounds.
Wow.
So maybe the other ones that blew up.
Should I have my apology now, or are we going to talk about that later?
Yeah, I think so. I think you should beg.
So they blow up on 5s. Okay.
5s.
Okay.
So he has blown up.
Yeah.
So
D3.
D3.
On the...
Big 3.
Okay. So that's 1... sorry, 1 had 1 wound, so that's 2 dead. 1 had 1 wound.
Okay, so do they shoot back with the banner?
Yeah.
Just that one here, about half an inch.
1 does.
Okay,
and he would
closest
fire.
Is obviously the sorcerer.
So 3s.
Hits.
And 3s. Sorry.
Nope.
Rerolling 1s though.
Yes.
It would be a 4s.
4s, yeah.
Because it's strength 4. Yeah.
No, Catechism of Fire is the closest unit.
True.
So 3, so 1 wound
yeah.
at -3, 6 up.
Nope.
No, 2 wounds on the sorcerer.
He's got 2 left.
Yeah.
Well, maybe 1 left. I'll check now.
He starts with 4.
Yeah.
So 2 left.
Okay.
Okay, and anything else to fire?
Mr. Gilliman at the sorcerer.
Okay.
No.
So 3 shots, 3 hits.
3's 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. -2.
-2.
Okay, 5 ups. Nope.
No, damage 2 apiece. He is
Butchered
removed
the sorcerer.
from play. Does that finish off the shooting phase?
That will finish off my shooting phase. Yes.
And your turn, because there's no charges,
There's
is there?
no charges.
Okay, so you do get 1 point.
Yeah.
DC gets an extra point for capturing more objectives than you. And now turn 5 starts. We remove this objective. Very cool mission. Do you like this mission?
I like it a lot.
Yes, it's very, very interesting. So yeah, into turn 5 we go. See you now. Turn 5. He has just moved these cultists, squished them in a bit just to make sure they are not in line of sight.
To hear Malek's prayers.
Yes, they're all bowed down at him and listening to his prayers. He has advanced with this Marine unit, and Shaggy has just measured. They do have line breaker at the moment in the last turn, so this is down to the last wire. And then what's has happened? These cultists have just reshuffled a bit.
Reshuffled.
Again, line of sight.
Line of sight, things like that. And then we're just going to go straight to shooting, I think.
Okay, yeah, there's no psychic phase anymore. So straight into shooting, yes.
Yeah.
Are these cultists firing first?
They are. They're all going to shoot at the guy with 1 wound left.
1 wound left. Okay.
Just to try and get rid of him.
Yep. 4s and 5s. So a lot of them. That's not bad. That's quite good, actually.
Yeah. Sorry, it's taking a long time. There we go.
And there's a 5 there as well.
Oh, nice. Love a cheeky 5. Right.
And now looking for 5s now.
Okay, so
that's
1, 2.
That's what you need, actually. Just on 1 wound remaining.
Yeah.
4 2-ups. There it is. That's the one. No
one.
command points to reroll.
Nope.
1 eliminator is removed.
Eliminated.
is eliminated. Yes, perfect.
That's it. So it's just charging.
Okay, so who's charging first?
He's going to charge both of them.
Okay, so Shaggy, can you actually do this?
So, yeah. So the 2 mortis rounds.
Yep. That's
One
the 6
hit.
you want. Wounding on 4s. That's a wound because they are strength 5.
-2.
No, it does duel through. 5 or 6 will kill this greater possessed. It's a 6. Shaggy celebrates. DC cries. He is dead. Wow.
Shouldn't have charged.
Shouldn't have
That's what you get
charged.
for charging.
Shouldn't have charged. Cultists have shots. Will they charge? No.
No.
Because they do want to be on the objective. And that is your turn finished. You do grab a point.
You do?
You do grab a point.
Yeah.
You do grab 2 points. Which I think it's very, very hard for Ultramarines. I think you actually need to go into the later turns.
Yep.
But we'll see what happens.
Yep.
We go on to turn 5 Ultramarines.
Yes, sir.
Okay, movement over for the Ultramarines. Chaplain, Banner have moved up. The Banner has actually, the Ancient has actually advanced up because there was nothing he could draw line of sight of. Intercessors have moved up, and these Mortis Contemptor has moved up. We did miss the Catechism of Fire prayer, which we will do on camera now. And it's a pass, so these guys have Catechism of Fire.
Yes.
Do you want to move these down?
No. There's
Okay,
no
they're
point.
they're just staying there.
Yeah, because if... Yeah, because I don't see... The only thing I would do maybe is move him down.
Okay,
Them
yeah,
down.
you can do that
Actually,
now.
I could move them all down, because it doesn't matter, they don't suffer a minus anyway.
Yeah.
Which team you on, Cardo?
Actually, the Marines.
I believe you.
Comment below if you think this is coaching.
He's been helping you loads.
I did mention at the beginning I would be coaching.
I do need
Okay,
it.
yeah, and they've got quite a number of attacks, so you could
Yeah.
charge them as well.
Yeah.
I think it's finished. Movement's finished.
Yes.
No psychic phase.
No.
Straight on to shooting we go?
Yep.
Okay.
So we can do the Contemptor straight off the bat into the Marines.
Yep.
So 2s, re-rolling because of Gilliman. That's 3 hits and 3 wounds, -3.
-3?
Yeah, last cannons.
Ah, last. Okay, I thought Gilliman was firing. Oh, Gilliman was firing. No, so 1 survived.
1.
So 2 dead.
The back ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and Gilliman?
And Gilliman, 3. Rolling.
Doesn't he have 6 shots? Because he actually he hasn't moved?
No, because it's not a bolt weapon.
Okay, cool.
So that is 2 wounds and -2.
Are you sure it's not a bolt weapon?
It's 100%. Trust me, I checked this. So 1 more dies.
Okay, so that's 2 remaining there.
Yeah.
And now we move on to the eliminators.
We can do the eliminators, yeah. So we'll
D3
do the
shots?
D3 shots this time. So that's 4 shots. Hitting on 2s because of the Warlord trait, and rerolling 1s because of the Captain.
Yeah.
So that all hit. And 3s. So that's 3 wounds. No minus.
Oh, okay. 6s.
So it's 3 dead. The Captain hits. 1 more dead.
Should have done a crack there. Frag, sorry.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
1, 2, 3,
And then we've got the
5.
intercessors. Do they all see? Yes, they all see, definitely.
So 5. Rolling 1s, maybe.
Yeah, because of the captain, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. So
that's
4.
4.
When you on 2s with the Catechism of Fire. And that's,
that's
4
4.
deads.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the end of the shooting phase.
Could you just check line of sight from the chaplain?
Yeah, you can see him, definitely. You can see this one for sure.
Okay, so I'll fire the bolter.
Yeah. Only 1 shot? I know you are within 12 inches. Yeah, you are definitely within 12 inches.
Yeah, and I'm just outside for the rerolls. There we go.
Okay, 1 wound, no minus. Yeah, minus 1 actually. So 1's actually dead. And the flamer is obviously out of range.
Yeah.
Chargers.
Chargers will charge the
Chaplain?
chaplain first.
You can't actually pass your base through the
He's got
models. Oh yes, you can fly over. Yes, you do.
I can fly over
Chaplain.
models. I can't.
Okay,
Fly over.
so Overwatch.
Okay.
It's a big. It's a
How
big
many have I got there?
I'm actually can actually see 3 can actually see.
1, 2, 3. They're in 12, I imagine.
Yep.
Because he's going to charge me.
Yeah.
Ooh.
2 hits. No wounds. And now you do need a long charge. That doesn't make it.
Let's go.
Next up, Eliminators.
Eliminators.
Okay, now everybody can see that.
Yes.
So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14.
2, 4, 6, 10, 12, 14. 3. Yep.
3 wounds. Nice. You are in cover still. So 2 ups. Yep, that's all pass. Charge in.
Charging.
Definitely in. And now Captain going in.
Yeah, Captain going in as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
yes, he is.
And
the Intercessors trying in it. Okay.
Yeah.
Because you do, if they make this charge, you will grab that objective.
Yep.
You do need to roll 8, I would believe. That's a 5, 6, 7 just measure because you could actually be. Yes, you are within a 7. So he's in. And then just conga line the ones in the back. Okay, that concludes the charge phase. We'll catch you back in the fight phase. Coming up next. Intercessors into the cultists now. They will actually die in morale, but we just want to do this on camera quickly so it feels worse for DC.
Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
9 wounds onto the cultist. There's only 2, 4, 6, 7 remaining.
9 sixes.
So
there's
1 remaining, but you can now take them all off.
Yeah.
Because
he gets to fight back.
Well, the rest have to attack now.
Oh,
yeah. The captain and all that.
He still gets to fight back.
1 hit. 1 wound.
No wounds.
Okay, so they're removed, meaning that Shaggy does capture that objective, and you actually draw on capturing objectives. Yeah. So what's the score now?
The score now is 14 to 11.
14.
Yeah, 14 to
11.
Yes.
So can you actually win this now?
I could if I get Linebreaker and Slay the Warlord, but we would need 10, 6, and 7.
Gilliman can actually move in and just remove this.
I've got a unit in here.
Oh, you do have a unit in there. Yeah, and he can't go in there. He can't go in there because he's a monster. Okay, so do you want to roll?
Roll it.
Roll it.
You went first, so you got to
roll it. On a 1 or 2, the game finishes. That's a 3. The game goes on, but we will off camera check what can actually happen.
Yes.
And we'll catch you back now.
Yep.
Okay, so we've talked about it. We've gone over it a couple of times. There is a possibility to actually Shaggy win, but as soon as Malak goes into this ruin, there's no chance of Gilliman actually charging him.
Saying that's not counting my Linebreaker as well, which I've just got.
Yes.
And that was counting Linebreaker as well. We spoke about Linebreaker and everything.
Yes, and he can actually shoot indirectly into those guys there. Yeah. But if he's only got 2 shots in the indirect fire. There's 2 units of cultists. There's another cultist squad in there, and they do have a +1 to leadership from Malak as well.
They have, they're using his leadership 9.
Yeah.
They have 5 up involved from him.
So it's impossible with 2 shots to actually fail the leadership. With only 1 turn, meaning he can only kill a possible 4 cultists. Still, they won't.
The main thing is if the cultists and Malak go in there, Gilliman can't kill him.
Yeah, Gilliman's a monster, so he can't actually go into the rear.
There's nothing that can be done.
Yeah, killing the cultists doesn't matter either because there's 2 squads there.
Exactly, there's 2 squads there, and
can't touch them.
And if you start firing at them, means that you can't go for the cultists.
Exactly.
So it's down to basically calling it the game. There's not enough. There's only 1 turn. Win for the word bearers. Friendly handshake here, and we'll catch you back now. End of game conclusion coming up. Game over, and what a cracker to start 2020 with.
That was fun.
It was fun. It was a really good game, and I hope you've enjoyed it. But let's go down to the game itself. Let's start off with Shaggy. Shaggy, your first real game with the list you're taking to the finals. We did have a practice game yesterday, but we changed the list. We revamped the list a lot to this one now. What do you think was what made you lose this game?
Tigurius. Tagirus' death. If Tagirus would have been alive, he would have probably got into a few more D6 smites.
Okay.
The -1s to hit. It's basically that. I think that
so
would
down to movements.
Down to movement, positioning. That is literally the only thing that I could have changed.
I would have actually think it would have been much better if Gilliman would have gone into the fray much quicker. I think a guy like Gilliman that can take out anything with a blink of his eye should have been moving up. We actually spoken about this off camera, and we spoke about it yesterday. What was worrying was the mortal wounds from the decimators.
I couldn't.
So like I said, I would have liked him to actually gone, but it was a bit maybe too aggressive. We all know what decimators do, and
we just saw it.
They are his weakness. Yeah, because he doesn't have a feel no pain or anything from that. And that was actually what made you a bit too static at the beginning and didn't make you get board control, and that's what actually won you the game, board control.
Yeah, there was no way I could move Gilliman any further up. If he moved up, he would have died to the decimators. That's literally it.
I would have shot him.
No. There's nothing else I could have done. I mean, I'm happy with everything else that went through.
Yeah, you enjoyed it as well.
DC's saves.
Complete change to guards as well.
Yeah.
A bit more movability, like a lot of synergy as well when you play Marines.
They're fantastic.
I think the move of the game was definitely those 3 CP to target the Master of Possession on turn 1.
I didn't know they could do that.
Removing it from play. That was good.
That was really good.
That bubble, that 4-inch bubble.
6-inch, 4 up, and the reroll ones to wound and to hit.
Taking it off. That was a good, smart move there. I really enjoyed that.
I wonder who came up with it.
Ching. I taught him that.
It was literally last night.
Basically.
No, that was literally last night. That was the whole point.
That was last night.
That was literally the whole point.
Okay, so DC, you've won the game. Woo! I really like your list. I think it's got a really, really good punch. A lot of tactical movability. It's got board control. I think it ticks all the ticks when you're actually padding on a list. You've been working on this list for a long time.
It was forged
by months.
Dark Council
forging.
Approved it.
Yeah.
I like the list a lot.
Good. It's good. So you have won the list. We have won the game. But let's talk about any things you actually thought you did wrong.
First of all, I beat the Ultramarines, which every word player watching.
This is
big.
This is big. This is big.
But Gilliman survived. So.
Gilliman survived, but the Ultramarines lost.
Tiggy's dead.
Tiggy's dead. That's a big loss. So talk about what you actually think you did wrong. That's why we're playing testing.
Of course. Yeah, I think a little thing I did wrong was the movement of my troops. Actually, I didn't utilize my cultists very much. It kind of helped me out in the end there when they were sitting around. But I had one squad that just sat there for the whole game, and otherwise, I'm quite happy with the movement. I think the decision to go to the left side of the board, not straight towards the Ultramarines or up and around the main piece of terrain I was using to block line of sight, etc. I think that was the right call, because that objective at the end, the one that stayed right at the end, I thought if that's the key one, I could push him off because he didn't have a lot on there, then I could probably hold it for a turn or two and get the points up. And I knew that eventually he'd have to move from that objective 5, was it? Because it disappeared. And yeah, I thought I was pretty happy with it. I mean, the Master of Possession, the trouble is he needs to be within 6 to give all the buffs to the 4 up and the rerolls. But also trying to keep him alive from snipers and shenanigans like that, which I'm probably going to meet at the finals, is really difficult.
Yeah, because Marines have that capability, and you'll see it a lot.
One thing I could do perhaps is remove the Sorcerer and then get another Master of Possession in there instead.
Just to make sure you have that.
Make sure, because
it's not a bad idea.
Yeah, might think about that. But otherwise, what do you guys think I did wrong?
Nothing. I think the Tide of Traders was perfectly timed, and I think it actually won you the game. To tell you the truth. That Tide of Traders there, I think won him the game.
Yeah, it did. It
actually won him the game. But there, I think you played really well. Seizing the initiative was a big factor.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
I've actually forgotten that you actually stole the initiative. That was a big factor, but I think it made the game as good as it was.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, both of you actually played pretty well. It's a good test.
And some of those charge rolls
Yeah, well, unlucky. That Venom Crawl at the end, but look, you still won the game anyway, so it's good that you actually won and don't go back to those charges.
True. Yeah.
So yeah. Guys, hope you've enjoyed the game. If you want more of this content, both classic style and video style, please join us at SM Plus at smbarrelpots.com. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheerio!
Shaggy, that's what you get for putting a word bear on my base.
Ooh.